you doing? Like, Fiesta. Tutu? Bubba? Hold on. Just a second, chat.
Bubba? Had to plug in and replug my computer. I mean, not my computer. I mean my mic. Cause it wasn't working. So anyways, hello. Ain't audio fun? Right, chat? Audio's the best. I want to cry myself to sleep sometimes because of audio. Anyways, welcome back to more Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destiny. Last time we met a super prosecutor. He's also a convicted criminal, and a lot of things went down. And now we need to investigate more because we don't have enough information. So I'm gonna shut up and let's play. It's a great way to start everything. It's just like, shut up. Let's play. Because we could talk about stuff that's going to happen this weekend after we're done investigating. April 18th, 1:20 p.m. Wright Ace Agency. Having a yokai testify in court is precedented to say the least. No, really? I am Tema Todor. I am the yokai you seek. How could such a straight-laced man like Mr. Tema suddenly become a demon? Yeah, it's strange. Even worse, Prosecutor Buckbill is playing along. I can't even think straight anymore. I need to go out for a run. See you in a bit! Wait! What about the investigation? Back! Whoa! Trissy, welcome back! Oh, you're in your stage outfit. Back from work? Yep! I nailed this new magic trick I've been working on. I also heard about those tricks that were at the concert. They conjured up in court earlier today. You know, this even out of nowhere trick and Polly's tightrope style defense trick. I was seriously considered a disappearing act of my own after all that craziness. Anyways, our next trick is to find a suspect other than the mayor. I know the killer must have used the air duct in their escape. Whoever did that was the Tema Todor that Mr. Flint and Jinxie saw. Right, maybe there's some evidence in the air duct. The real fight starts now! Hey! Before you go, let me make the evidence you no longer need disappear! 3, 2, 1, ta-da! Unnecessary evidence has disappeared into Trissy's magic panties. God damn it, I can't believe we still have to deal with these magic panties. I wonder where all that stuff goes. Okay, let's get over to the scene of the crime. Vamos, Apollo, vamos! Alright, I forgot you can speak Spanish. April 18th, Cuba Manor, Fox Chamber. Detective Fulbright, mind if we search the air duct? Well, since you really are on the side of justice, I suppose I can let you... I just can't believe he has that animation. Just like, I pity, woe's me. It's like, I just was white little guy. He's not, but I love it. But my own sense of justice is called it step, so... Wonder if he's been like this ever since the trial. Probably! Well, his sense of justice has been beaten to a pulp. It'd probably take a while for him to recover. I start to feel bad for him, but we have work to do. Let's go get the evidence we need. The air duct is the key. We know that Tema Todoro's impersonator used it to make an escape. After murdering the Elderman, the killer left the fox chamber through the hallway door. Then, after locking the door from the outside, the killer entered the air duct in the hallway. Finally, the killer dropped the key into the fox chamber through the air vent here. Then went back through the duct and fled the manor. That's how the illusion of knowing entering or leaving the locked room was created. If the killer passed through the air duct, maybe we'll find some evidence there. Yeah, maybe some black feathers or something like that. Here's our vent. It's awfully high up. Don't worry, I brought a stepladder. Happy hunting! How nice of her to volunteer me for the job. Whoa! It's pitch black in here. Well, here goes nothing. I think I did a pretty good, it's pretty dusty up here impression. There's a thick layer of dust in here. Nailed it. I don't get it. Find anything? Yikes, Apollo, what happened? You're covered in dust! Did you not hear him say anything about dust? Yeah. Dust. Lots of dust. So it's fine. Dust? You know how dust collects on something and nobody uses it for a long time? Yeah, like Mr. Wright's desk back at the office. Right. You think it's possible to crawl over all that sort of dust without leaving a trail? I seriously doubt it. Wait, you're not suggesting. No one's gone to the duct lately? Kinda looks that way. And it's true Maritima's gonna be finger dust the killer. But if we don't turn things around quickly, and justice we trust! Ah, it looks like he's back in good spirits. Ah! Ha ha! Sorry, Mr. Justice. He seriously has to wait for me to crawl through the air duct to get back into spirit. But it seems your justice was not the most just after all. Oh, I think it was going through the air duct is what got him. It's my sense of justice that prevailed. Ha ha! Detective Fulbright sure seems chipper all of a sudden. He has such high mood swings. He's like Sholmes! Actually, no, more like Sholmes is like him because Dual Destiny came out before the Great Ace Attorney adventures. And I'm back to my old depreciated self. Oh, come on! Where's that never said to die spirit? What's Gumshoe? Bring it on, Mr. Lawyer Man! Bring it on. Let me suffer in peace. Ha ha! Justice prevails once more. It's not over yet! And besides, kicking at someone when they're down is what bad guys do. Ah! Are you calling me a bad guy? Me? Fulbright, champion of justice? Then how about some more information from the investigation? We need some help here. Information about the investigation? Alright, but I won't have you calling me a bad guy ever again. Understood? No promises. I can't control Athena. We did it, Apollo! Yeah, but how long can we keep this up? So this is my attorney's badge. No! Present it with more confidence and conviction! Like this! In justice we trust! Okay, how's this? Apollo Justice! Attorney at law! Here! Scum what they say, practice makes perfect. Let's see what you can do 10 more times. Okay, I'll try my best. Apollo, what are you doing? Where's the seal practice? Obviously. Ah! How did you talk me into this? I did show him my Wright Attorney's badge, though. Justice needs backup too sometimes. So I don't mind you asking for help, but you should start by thinking of things over yourself. After all, the road to justice starts as your own first step. Aha! Ah! I always forget he does 3 ha's. Because, ha-ha! Just sounds something so like what he would do, but there's 3 ha's. So it'd be like, ha-ha-ha! If you don't have any information to offer, you could just say so. You have no information on the evidence, sir. Such a grisly crime scene. I won't rest until that murderous fiend is behind bars. So you still think Meritema is responsible? That's right. Damien Tim is an evil fiend who must be banished from this world. Now take my hand together and we'll defeat this evil. I'm his client. I think you're forgetting that Meritema is still my client. So it was the spear that killed the Elderman. That's right. He's been in a drug-induced sleep, but woke the moment he was impaled. That's when he shook back his attacker. That's almost superhuman. Justice cannot allow evil to exist unopposed, even if it means sacrificing one's life. I bet you two could strike back even if you were impaled. I mean, you are full of justice. Really? Or are you just saying that because my name is Sina? Is that finally a joke that obviously Fulbright trusts Apollo because his last name is Justice? Okay, we literally got nothing from presenting all of our evidence except for yelling. We got a lot of yelling. I can't believe prosecutor Quill would stoop that low. I mean, pinning the blame on a yokai? He really wants a conviction at all costs. She could give a yokai a run for it. Random? Hello. Yes, well, I have him writing a self-reflective essay as we speak. What are you, his guardian or his teacher? I doubt that would teach him anything. Yeah, he's probably just writing it to Dotard 1,000 times. That whole yokai business is most likely a ploy to win a conviction. Truth is, Prosecutor Blackhill believes that Jinx Tema planted that yokai stuff. Planted it in an effort to protect your father, the real killer. Yeah, right! I'd like to see him prove it! Whoa! Calm down! He doesn't have any direct evidence, but we did find this. It's all at the base of, it was at the base of the cliff just outside the Yokai Manor. Wait. Isn't that the stuff that Tamatoro was supposedly carrying? Is it? The one and only. Miss Tema no doubt tossed it over the cliff when she was done. No way! Well, what about the prince? Nope, no prince. But if she was wearing a costume, there wouldn't be any anyways. Well, prince or no prince, it's not going to work in our favor. Sounds like the staff might have belonged to the mansion. But if that's the case... then where in the mansion did Tamatoro get it from? Blockpill figure out that the victim was the amazing Ninetales? He did indeed. He's a sharp one, all right. He figured out while investigating the marsupial merger in the victim's past. The amazing Ninetales sparked the yokai craze and worked together against the merger. And Miyatama is the corrupt politician who murdered that great hero. The amazing Ninetales fans are so angry that they even tried to storm the detention center. I don't blame them. I mean... Walter Bullpix. Apparently the people of Ninetales Village, obviously. Like, everybody did, apparently. I don't know. I mean, their favorite masked wrestling hero was murdered. They must be shocked when they found out what happened. Speaking of which, isn't Jinxie also a fan of the Amazing Ninetales? A wrestler mask is more precious than his own life. He'd never unmask himself in front of others. But there are matches where wrestlers battle over the right to move each other's masks. And having your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. She spoke with a passion that only a fan could appreciate. We ought to become fans ourselves and go and protest in front of the prison. Cena, we would be protesting against our client! What? No! Did you forget that Meritema is not only Jinxie's father, but our client? Oh yeah. Hey, you be careful now. You're defending the most hated mayor in history. I'm pretty sure there's someone more hated than Meritema. Probably. I just hope you don't find yourselves on the wrong end of a four-leg lock. Maybe I should wear a mask to hide my identity. I think it's a little too late for that, Apollo. Are there any other new developments that we should know about? No? Now that you mention it. Our suspect is suffering partial memory loss. But he did manage to remember something. He did? What did he say? He said that he didn't want to speak with us. His exact words were, I am under no obligation to speak with you mortals. Still putting up the Tematoro Act, eh? And the other thing of that nature. He looks so pitiful. I wonder what Meritema remembered. Too bad for you can't go ask him now, because Prosecutor Blackwell is busy questioning him. I know! Why don't you wait down at the playground with the rest of the kids? Ha ha! Oh, haha, very funny. We're young. I get it. What now, Apollo? How about regrouping back at the agency? Good idea. We might get some words of wisdom out of Mr. Wright while we're there. Oh, that's a good one, Athena! Words of wisdom for Phoenix! That's a good one. Hilarious. That was just me in the minds of Apollo, by the way. Maybe I'll go read over some past cases, and I'll go do some research on exorcisms. Hey, what's with you guys? You seem bummed out. How should I put this? It's like we're at the edge of a cliff, and the only way is down. In other words, business as usual, right? Oh yes, of course. We have our Annaleeds! Yeah, I suppose so. I really hate that's the case. Except for this time, it's like we're bound and gagged too. Don't forget blindfolded with our ears plugged up. Ooh, and the monsters that return, huh? Sounds rough. Hey, Apollo! Oh, and he's seen us here too! Mr. Wright! How goes the investigation, Apollo? Athena? I think it's safe to say that things have gotten hairier than before. I just like to imagine that Apollo's still covered in dust. happened. I was watching the TV this morning from the gallery. That was one tough day in court, to say the least. I know. I never had to defend a yokai before. That business about the locked room was another major hurdle. Yeah, on top of that, Jinxie was accused of being an accomplice. But at least you two figured out that someone could escape that locked room. Yeah, well, we just found out that our reasoning might be a tad flawed. Just like I said, I still like to imagine that Apollo is currently covered in dust. Oh, really? Well, that's bad news. How are we going to get out of this one? The worst times are when the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. Force a smile? Yeah, my mentor taught me that back when I was still learning in the trade. She's also taught me to return to the basics whenever I got stuck. Return to basics. That's right. Always believe in your clients, no matter what happens. That's a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon. The basics. Always believe in your clients, huh? So, Mr. Wright, how long have you known Azina? I met her during a trip to Europe. Huh? You were in Europe? Why haven't I heard about this before? Yeah, when I went there a few times to study various legal systems over there. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I thought you worked as a pianist after you quit practicing law. Or, worked as a pianist. Forgot to put that in quotes. Apollo, you forgot to put it in quotes. I did, but an old friend of mine needed help with some legal work from time to time, so... Oh, I guess you never were really far from the courtroom then. It was like a fight brought us together. And thanks to Mr. Wright, I became a lawyer at all. Haha, I knew she was a lawyer material when the moment I met her. I've had high hopes for her ability to analyze people's emotions. Aw, it's nothing special. Maybe I underestimated that analytical psychology at first. It's just I thought that if my special ability could help defend innocent people, then I would have to do everything in my power to bring it to the courtroom. That's when I really started hitting the books hard. I'm still amazed she actually became a lawyer. And at the tender age of 18, no less. Well, we seem weirder. Well, you have at least. Well, actually, no. Because we met Francesca when she was 18. But she has been practicing law in Germany before that. I think Francesca really started practicing law when she was 13. Wow, that's almost superhuman. Or personally, like she's trying to help somebody she knows. Alright! I'm totally pumped up after talking to you, Mr. Wright. Like you said, the worst of times are when the lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. And don't forget to return to the basics whenever you get stuck. Keep believing in my client. Right! Mr. Wright? Yes? I'm gonna visit our client again. I think that's a good idea. Alright, time to see what's new down at the detention center. This is gonna be fun. April 18th, detention center. Visitors room. This is gonna be... Maritima, we wanted to talk to you about something. Kisha! You don't have to put up that facade. It's just your lawyer. Caw, caw! So my minions have returned. Apollo, he still thinks he's the yokai. I wonder if we'll ever be able to talk Maritima again. Silence, peddler of the legal trade! Free me from the seas and prison walls with great haste! Wow, he's sounding more and more like a real demon with every sentence. I'm starting to wonder if we should ever be helping him win his freedom. Still, we can't let Maritima stay possessed. You know what I mean? If you can clear me of these charges, I shall help with whatever manner I may. Now ask me of what you will. I suppose it's worth a shot. I was hoping you'd take a look at this. After an offering to me, quite admirable. But the best thing you could offer me is to win my freedom. Right. I'll do my best. Ages has it been since I've seen that. We often battled like this back in the day. I've been meaning to ask, which one of you was stronger? That would be me, of course. For I am the demon lord of the yokai. I'm not doing that every time. Yeah, but the nine-tailed fox imprisoned you, and Asina, don't encourage him. It's already hard enough as it is. Oh, I just wanted to find out which one was really the strongest. Why is that a photo of me soaring to the heavens? But look, it's my wing angel. It's all wrong. Wow, you really are a stickler for details. I even gave a big smile for the camera. But so small I am in that one shot, I can't even see it. I never knew demons were so interested in how they are presented by the media. So I wonder what happened if okay, now something about a descendant of the old Ninetales, perhaps? It would seem he's doing quite well these days. Yeah, he's a huge hit from all the kids all the way up to their grandparents. It seems like I've been resting on my laundrel for far too long. It's time I, too, debut in the mortal world and rekindle my struggle against that wily fox. The fox is dead. That's the spirit! You can make your debut as soon as we get you that not guilty verdict. Then I'll best return to the top form. Push-ups and sit-ups should do for now. Caw! Is he planning a new career as a pro wrestler? Oh man, if only we. What if we just stuck the charm back on his head? Jinxie. Were those feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime really your doing? Indeed, the remnants of Tematoda, the king of the underworld, the AB. The day when I once again dominate the mortal world is at hand. The prosecution claims that the feathers and tracks were planted by Jinxie. What's this? I must breach these walls and go defend my little Jinxie at once. Huh? Mayor Tema, is that you? Well now, Damien still appears to be residing in this body. But I should have expected that much from a descendant of mine. Be silent now, Damien. I guess a little thing like demonic possession won't stop a father's love for his daughter. Like I said, Father of the Year, baby! You didn't kill Elder Cubi, did you? I have killed no one. The remnants of my presence has been misconstructed. The murderer is not I. For if I have slain that mortal, raging hell, yikes! So you're saying there must have been someone else there. Come to think of it, the mayor had mentioned that he's been clubbed with the statue. I better ask about this too. Detective Fulbright mentioned that you might have something new to tell me. Indeed, I have. I regurgitated this key, but a short while ago. Behold, the key to the forbidden chamber. Whoa! Is regurgitation one of your demonic powers too? Bah! I would not waste my powers on such parlor tricks. Take the key from the killer Damien did. Up and where now he swallowed it. Ah! Of course! He's just like Mr. Wright, eating the evidence! How many times will I bring up that one moment from Turnabout Memories? He sought to bar the killer entries to the forbidden chamber, so he wanted to keep it shut tight. But no fingerprint shall you find upon that key. How do you know that? Wait. Is that one of your demonic powers then? Foolish mortal, you would have me, Tema Totoro, act as some assassin alchemist. But I asked the jailer, and my will is done. Quite eagerly, I must add. Always the honor to serve you, your malevolence. Guess I'm not the only one who scares the living days out of. Can we ask how you use this key? We couldn't find a keyhole anywhere around the door. Curses that infernal door. But if I had known its manner of opening long, long ago, I would have made my return. He has a point there. Maybe Jinxie knows something about how the whole thing works. What, might I ask, is that? It's a statue we found at the scene. Someone hit Meritema over the head with it. It's been wrapped in a large cloth before the Elderman's murder. Let me see whether Damien knows about such a thing. Yes. Something wrapped in such a cloth, does he recall? A secret gift from Elderman Kyubai, it would seem. He, however, had no chance to see it until now, for the cloth did conceal it. Maybe the cloth fell over or was removed after the mirror was struck. That of Damien does not know. A secret gift. Interesting. Maybe Jinxie knows something about it. Should I question him about the blackmail letter too? Let's see what he says when I show it to him. What? Why is this? This is that accursed blackmail letter that was sent to Damien. Apparently somebody slipped it into the Black Elderman's pocket. We believe it's someone, probably the killer, stole it from Meritema's briefcase. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? Caw-caw! You have questions, do you? Well, very way. Ask away, mortal. In our defense. Who placed this in the Elderman's pocket? Very few who knew the letter was in Damien's briefcase. So, whoever knew about the blackmail letter being in the mail's briefcase is a potential suspect in its theft and placement in the Elderman's pocket. Ah! Could it have been his doing? Who is this who? Mr. Toro? Did you just remember something? Indeed I did. There was but one who knew of that letter. Damien's Ed, Florent Lebel. Oh god, that one, the asshole. Full knowledge of that briefcase contents that aide possessed. Then he may be the blackmailer, and the murderer we're looking for. That's preposterous. He's the most trusted advisor. He would never betray Damien. It seems like Meritema is a bit too trusting of those around him. Still, this is huge. Now we know who might have slipped that blackmailer letter into the Elderman's pocket. Look out, Florent LaBelle. Here comes justice. Let's go find Mr. LaBelle and rake him over the coals. Thanks for the help. You've given us a major lead. There was something that still bothers me. If Mr. LaBelle is the killer, what What could have motivated him to open the forbidden chamber? We should probably search for clues. Only one problem. How do you open a locked door that doesn't have a keyhole? Let's go talk to Jinxie. Maybe she can help. Head back to Cube Island Manor for a sec. April 18th. Ninetales Vale. Yokai Lane. Hey! Isn't that... You dare imprison me? Jinxie! She's acting really strange. That loathsome, no-good Ninetales fox. He shall know the terrors of his mind and despair. You shall pay. Oh, you shall pay early, all you. Jinxie, are you alright? Ah! Oh. Is that you, Mr. Demon Lawyer? I'm not a demon. Morning, Jinxie. Morning. Isn't it already past noon? What am I doing here? Last I remember, I lay down to take a nap back at the manor. Oh no. It must have been Makashiki. Makadaishi? Ever wake after a restless night of sleep to find your pillow in an unusual place? Or is that you've been sleeping on the floor or the hallway? Well, that's the yokai's fault. The Mokurigishi preys on people while they're asleep. Sounds like you just need to be tucked in real tight, or maybe a snug sleeping bag. Jinxie, how come you don't have any charms on your forehead? I don't? Oh, they must have fallen off. Without them, evil things can creep into me. I say we have more than an adequate demonstration of that just now. I better reapply them. Jinxie, there's something we want to ask you. Ah! There was something I wanted to tell you too. I remembered something else. You did? What was it? Well, first we'll show you. So you really are a demon lawyer. Just a lawyer. So then you must know Amadeo, the appraiser of souls. What's he like? What's he like? Well, he's bald and has a white beard, and he's just describing the judge, isn't he? And what? He shouts guilty and order while he bangs his gavel. I call him the judge. Oh, wow, he's as scary as I thought. Nah, he's just an old man who is wiser than you might think. When I said he's bald and has a great white beard, I was like, he's just describing the judge, isn't he? He sells those at the village souvenir shop. They really went all making it look like a real scroll and all. By rolling it up like that, you can't see Tamatoro's picture. It's so you don't lose your soul if you accidentally gaze upon him. Even if it's a souvenir, no one in this village wants to accidentally see what's inside. I heard losing or selling your soul for many things, but for the price of a souvenir. I wonder how many the shop girls have fallen victim. Wouldn't it be better not to sell them at all? Very good point. What's this? A Tokuzagami? Tokugami? Yokai that inhabit objects that have been used in a real long time. Alderman Kubai made that statue? It's a token of goodwill. I think it was meant to be for the Ninetales Vales in Tenma Town. A token of goodwill? But the two yokai are fighting. Fighting? Oh, I see what you mean. The cup of a portion is missing. The statue. originally depicted the two yokai holding a cup in celebration. But it sure doesn't look that way now, does it? Maybe it broke when it was used to hit Maritama on the head. That would explain it. I guess the only two people who knew that it really looked like were the Elderman and I. But now it's just me, but it's a symbol of goodwill and will be ever etched in my mind. Jinxie, I wanted to show you this. Apollo! Wait, Apollo! You can't show her that, sir! Having her father arrested was bad enough. Huh? Did you say something? Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. Oh, never mind. Wait, Jinxie's a huge fan of the Amazing Ninetales. She'd probably freak out if I showed her this mask without the guy in it. What were you thinking? It would crush her if she figured out her favorite wrestler is dead. Guess I'll spare her the grief, although she's already could use a reality check. Good, she wasn't listening to us. Ah, that's the Amazing Ninetales. He lives in the mountains right outside the village. He often comes by to visit. Really? He doesn't sound very no, he's not. In fact, he visits the village bathhouse all the time. Oh, fuck. No way, the Amazing Ninetales goes to public bathhouses? Uh-huh. But like a true wrestling legend, he never takes his mask off. He takes baths in his mask? Uh-huh. And he also has a towel that says, Wrestler Wanted. If I saw a naked masked guy with a message on his towel, I'd run the other way. Tamotoro, it nearly scared me to death. Do you see a lot of monsters, Jinxie? Huh? In fact, I counted the Sinashoki this morning. 3? You know, I don't know about that one. Tell me about it. It's a mean little beast that trips you by bumping into your shins. I keep tripping all the time because of that pesky little thing. When it gets real bad, I stick Sunkui rewarding charms onto my shins. How about investing in some shin guards and watching where you step instead? I guess you wouldn't know about it. Alright, let's talk. Jinxie, can you tell us what you remembered? Well, after the trial, I remembered lots of stuff. But there was one thing I thought was really weird. I'm almost afraid to ask, but here goes. Really? What? It's about the yokai feathers and tracks. They weren't there when I first opened the door. Wait, what? Are you sure? Uh-huh. My memory's crystal clear now. So you're saying that they were left at the crime scene after you found it? This could spell major trouble, Apollo. Why? Because Jinxie's already accused for leaving the feathers and tracks at the scene. If they weren't there when she discovered the scene, it will totally feel the claim that she fabricated the evidence later on. Ah! Jinxie's fuzzy memory of the whole incident is really working against us. The prosecution will probably say that she doesn't remember planting the evidence. Good luck rebuting that. Oh man. This is not good. I sure hope she didn't plant the evidence while she was sleepwalking or something. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to know how to open the Forbidden Chamber, would you? That door doesn't even have a keyhole. Well, it's supposed to have a secret mechanism. They say you have to figure it out before the keyhole will appear. A secret mechanism? Really? Uh-huh. It's hidden in the Fox Chamber. but only the Alderman Kyuubi knew what it was and how it worked. The Alderman of Ninetales Vale sure loved his secrets. Apollo! Let's go see if we can find that secret mechanism! Whoa, slow down. There's something else I need to ask about. Jinxie, is there only one key to the Forbidden Chamber? Uh-huh. Even the Manor's Master Key won't open it. That's because it's a very special room that must never be opened. Guess that means nobody else, and guess that means no one entered the Forbidden Chamber after the murder. After all, we knew that Meritema took the key from the killer and swallowed it, so the mayor's efforts to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber were not in vain. So, is there anything else we should know about Jinxie? No, that's about it. Ah! My bracelet! It's reacting. Oh yeah, I guess that we're not gonna get toned down by Taka. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to be in Justice We Trust! Yikes! A ghost! Detective Fulbright, what are you doing here? This was this young lady, if you must know. Right? Are you here to ask about the whole yokai affair? That's right. Special we wanted to ask. Ah, but I can't tell you that now, can I? Ha ha ha! We trust. April 18th, Kyuubi Manor Garden. Why is your hair blue? Oh, what an absolutely fabulous scent! Seriously, why is his hair blue now? I'm so glad that these incarnations are imported from England. Nothing but the finest will do! Perhaps I should place the one aside for our dearly departed Elderman. Hey! It's Mr. LaBelle! Apollo, let's ask him about you know what? Oh yeah, before we search the Fox Chamber, we should ask about the blackmail letter. Why, it's as if it's the mayor's little lawyer. What do you want with me? We need your information. Oh, there's something we wanted to ask. Where's that ringing coming from? You'll have to excuse me. Hello, LaBelle here. What the? Those things on his shoulders are cell phones? They're called epaulets. Yes, about that. You must forgive me. This whole matter with Meritema has been a complete nightmare. Where do you buy clothes like that? Christina, no, we are not getting cell phone epaulets. Surprise! This is my own special design. It's the ultimate functional beauty. Yes, because everybody wants a fucking cell phone epaulets. Functional beauty? Are you sure about that? Looks a bit unwieldy to me. Ah! That was not supposed to be a girly. You simply don't have an eye for beauty. Yeah, and I'm not looking at it. Yeah, because I'm not looking at beauty. Having an eye for beauty means looking like this guy. I'd rather be blind. So, what do you want with me? First of all, I want to ask, why the fuck is your hair blue? Yes, do you always go around sticking your hands in other people's faces? Oh, no, I just wanted to show you this. Ah, yes, you do have something in that grimy palm of yours. But I only have eyes for things of beauty. Now, if you would excuse me. Yes, he's only looking at stuff that interests him. Of course, he's not going to give us much information about this stuff. The amazing Ninetales? What's so amazing about him? I mean, Michael, glossies are always sung way better than his. You sell glossies of yourself? That's right. I have one for all 7 of my hair colors. Well, guess that's it. Civilization's over. If you want one, you need to simply ask. I'll even let you choose the color yourself. No thank you! Jinxie thinks she saw Tematoro near the scene. That little dear is always talking such nonsense. After all, she always calling you a red demon, is she not? I've just gotten used to it at this point. Plus, she has the nerve to call me, of all people, a yokai. She even has a name for me. Byron Potter Face. I've never been so insulted! How can anyone look at him and not think monster? I mean, to be fair, my first thought was slave trader. But that's just because I like the most notorious Dr. Red's the Red Squeeze clan. It's my favorite anime. Now, if she has the name needs a beautiful powder about her face, I could have forgiven her. Wait, that's your sticking point? What is that? It's the blackmail letter, but it wasn't sent to Album Cubai. It was sent to Mayor Temma. And your point being, someone took the letter from the mayor's briefcase and then placed it into the alderman's pocket after he was murdered. Oh, you don't say. You wouldn't happen to be the one who made the switch, would you? After all, you're the only one who knew about that blackmail letter was in his briefcase. So natural. Ah! Perhaps that shot of cologne will make those scales fall from your eyes. You do realize that I'm basically helping your boss, right? Or my eyes fall from their sockets. Is it possible that you would like to frame me as a potential suspect? I feel like I had to emphasize the words that are in capitalized. What would make you raise such an outrageous accusation in the first place? Oh, well. My only crime is being born as beautiful as you see. In other words, you have nothing. Yep, that proves it. He's guilty. Now, let me show you what to do with this garbage. Ah! You can't destroy evidence like that! What do you mean I can't? I just did! Feel a little bit lighter now. Prosecute. I would stick as a prosecutor on you, but he's kind of in prison right now. Oh, but you guys have plenty of time to get to know each other after I prove your guilt. You just want a one-way trip to the top of my most annoying people ever list, buddy. Yes. Both Jinxie and Mr. Fletch said they saw Tematoro. What about you, Mr. LaBelle? If you were in the foyer, why didn't you— Ah! Very well, I admit it! That's right, I, Florent LaBelle, saw the demon Tematoro! So he did see something. And why did you lie about not seeing him? I was simply trying to protect the dear little Jinxie. Protect Jinxie? What do you mean? Why? Don't tell me you haven't heard of that strange little habit of hers! Which one are we talking about? The one where she wanders and it makes makeshift without her knowing what she's doing. Rumor has it she's possessed by Tematoro. That's a new one to me. Well, there you have it! Anytime you hear about a Tematoro sighting, it's little Jinxie should be your prime suspect. Tell us more about that rumor. So, what's that rumor about Jinxie? You say she's possessed. Not all the time, of course. It hits suddenly when she starts wandering around and doing strange things. It's that so, although come to think of it. That certainly would explain how she was acting earlier. Once she even put a Tematoro costume and wandered around in the woods at night. She did? Ugh, I wish I'd never asked. Does she remember anything while she's possessed? Unfortunately, no. She doesn't seem to remember a thing during these episodes. Memory loss during possession. Come to think of her memory of the murder was quite fuzzy. I suppose that too was caused by her possession. Ah! Then maybe. So you do understand. That whole yokai business was entirely of her own making. Now wait a minute. Although that yokai evidence wasn't there until she discovered the crime scene, did she leave those black feathers and strange sharks there herself? Apollo! Let's ask Miritema about Jinxie's episodes next time we talk to him. Listen, are we done with your silly questions now? I'm a very busy man, you know. Guess that's it for now. Hello, Libel speaking. Really? Well, you wish to carry my new product at your store? Oh, but I'm afraid it's my own private band, and not available to the public. What? Then I shouldn't advise on advertise it on TV? But I don't understand! The embodiment of beauty is my duty to announce my good looks to the world. Stop the bus. I'm getting off. Everyone wants my exclusive Seduce Label's brand products! It's the crown jewel of my collection. One of my long, relentless pursuit for beauty. Can I leave now? But now that it's become so popular, it's been an absolute nightmare. You don't say. Well, they can't have it. It's just for me. What about all the ones you sprayed in my face? It's not meant for you peasants. Peasants? This is my latest project. I'm calling it Couture Me Label. A dazzling hair color that you could wash out with just water. Guess that means you can't sweat. I'll have 7 colors in all. You can find out more in my commercials and magazine ads. Yes, it's not available to the public. Great sales strategy there, genius. Come to think of it, Mr. Labelle, your hair color changed since the last time we met. That little lady has quite a discerning eye. Here's a little sample. Consider it a gift from one who truly appreciates beauty. Oh, hello. What should I do? Just take it and then not use it. Better take it before you get a face full of cologne. Good point! Wow! Thanks, Mr. LaBelle! Okay, let's head over to the Fox Chamber. We still gotta find the secret mechanisms for opening the Forbidden Chamber. Let's just leave. I hate this man. Get my money, Fox Chamber. Okay, let's find that secret mechanism for opening the Forbidden Chamber. Oh, this is so exciting! I can't wait to see how it works. Do you really think the killer entered the Forbidden Chamber? Well, we just have to open it and find out. We should also see if there's anywhere else the killer could have hidden in this room. Okay, let's get started. Obstre! Pull it obstre! Hold on. We don't get this often. Yep! That's your attorney's badge, alright. Still, grimy. Makes me think of all the courtroom battles you faced so far. All 4 of them! I hope mine will look like that someday. Look out, legal world. Athena Psych is on psyched and ready to go. Actually, I just haven't had it polished. I haven't polished it lately. Maybe I should keep that to myself. No need to deflate her dreams about work just yet. Okay, I think we've seen all of this stuff. Since last time we talked to her. Sorry, Apollo. Nothing's coming to mind! Give me an hour and I'll have it analyzed psych style. I'll get started right now. No need for that, I was just wondering. I can't believe other men than Kubai was the amazing Ninetales! Maybe that's why the killer targeted him. His popularity among the anti-merger faction would have been a major obstacle. Yeah, maybe the Elderman felt threatened. That's why he had to disguise himself. Do you think the Tamatoro Jinxie Cell was the real killer? It's hard to say that at this point. But if that's our killer, then what was it doing in the manor? Maybe it just wanted to use the bathroom. Huh? I heard monsters in the closet and under the bed. They're in the bathroom too? No, I'm just saying that the Tamatoro Jinxie Cell was someone dressed up like a yokai. I mean, there's no such thing as monsters in the bathroom. People, on the other hand. Oh, I get it. That was your attempt at a joke. Haha, very funny. Somebody so competitive and smart. She sure gets some crazy ideas. So, the crime scene was locked up tight at the time. Ugh, this is a tough one. The only people in that locked room were the deceased, the Elderman, and the mayor. Maybe the killer hid somewhere in that room. But, is that really anywhere to hide in the Fox Chamber? That was quite a day in court. The news just can't stop talking about how the demon Tamatoro made an appearance. There's never an exorcist around when you need one. My god, where's my... Oh, wait, no, Maya's the spirit medium. Well, I heard the judge actually held an exorcism in his courtroom after that. Good. Let's hope it's the last we see of that pain-in-the-neck yokai. I don't know. I have a feeling Tamatoro could exercise an exorcist as an attorney defending a demon. I know exactly how that feels. Still no keyhole, huh? Yeah, and that door won't budge, just like your spiky bangs of yours. Well, all it takes is some water, but I don't think that would work on the door. Oh, I know. I'll break it down with a body slam. Haha, I seriously doubt you could do that. How do you know if I haven't even tried? No, wait, don't! Ah! As much as you hate losing Asina, I think the door was in this match. There's the carving in the nine-tailed fox over in the door and the statue of him to the side. The statues are glaring at the... They're glaring at us. Are guarding the door from us. Come to think of it, there are two foxes holding... on the folding screen as well. It can't be a coincidence, can it? Hey! The statue moves! Don't get carried away now. I mean, who knows? It might trigger a trap. I can handle it. If a spirit comes shooting my way, I'll snatch it out of the air. After all, I have the reflexes of a regular Karate Kid. I guess if you can catch something in that fast out of the midair, you can accomplish anything. If you can dodge a bullet, you can dodge a car. You can dodge a car, you can dodge a bullet. Still, it might be something to the fact that these fox statues rotate. Maybe there's something around here that shows the position of where they should be in. Two fox standing back to back are depicted on this elegant folding screen. Yeah, does this have something to do with the keyhole? Wait a minute. Two foxes. There are two fox statues in front of the forbidden chamber as well. Maybe the keyhole will appear if we do something to this folding screen. But I don't see anything unusual about it. Well, it does have two foxes on it, and there are two fox statues in front of the door. And maybe there's a clue somewhere in this room. Let's turn this whole place upside down! She's excited as a kid in a candy store. Wow. There are carvings of the nine-tailed. Okay. Wait. Oh, whoa, what's this? Hey, look! There's something down here. It looks like the piece of something. My question is, piece of what? Oh, I know! It might be the piece of the statue. Remember what Jinxie said? Statue is originally depicted two yokai holding up a cup. It's a symbol of goodwill. So this piece broke off and rolled under the table? I can't think of anywhere else to look. Find anything, Apollo? We'll never find the keyhole at the Forbidden Chamber at this rate. There's something about that folding screen. You know, those fox statues in front of the Forbidden Chamber move. That screen might be a clue to how they're supposed to be positioned them or something. Hey, I bet you're right. Let's go over that screen with a fine-tooth comb. Closer expect. Hey, doesn't it look like the picture here has been cut off at both ends? Now that you mention it, it looks like there's supposed to be a door on both ends, but they're cut in half. Maybe this door symbolized the Forbidden Chambers door. Yeah, these definitely seem like something significant. But the question is what? What's this? Looks like a keyhole or something. Think it'd be the keyhole to the Forbidden Chamber? No, it's just a picture. Still, you know what they say. A picture is worth 1,000 words. It's a picture of a key. That shape looks awfully familiar. Oh, I know! It's shaped like the Forbidden Chamber's keys. Wait! What about that keyhole drawn onto the center of the screen? You think the two are related? A key and a keyhole. Ooh, I just got an idea. If we folded the screen up just right, the keyhole should overlap. Hey, I think you're right. Let's give it a try. Look! A door! Yeah, and it's open too. Two foxes are now facing each other, so... Hey, what if we made those fox statues face each other? Apollo? Let's go check out those two statues. Okay, help me move these two statues so they face each other, just like the ones on the screen. Look! A lock appeared. Now we can use that key. Okay, here goes nothing. It worked! Time to see why this chamber is so forbidden. What secrets could I hold, I wonder? April 18th, Cubi Manor. Forbidden Chamber. Thud! These doors seem to need some serious aura ill. Ah! That was like nails on a chalkboard! Alright. What about those super good ears of yours? Look! More feathers. What the heck is that? Is that a Tematoro statue? But there's something odd about it. Ugh, all I know is I don't like it. But I can't explain why. You okay, Asina? You look kind of pale. You're not scared, are you? What? Of this thing? Don't make me laugh! Really? Hey, look! What? What is it? Over there on the left! A bunch of shacks on a rack. They kind of look like the staff we saw earlier. You mean the ones on Jinxie's house that she saw Tematoro carrying? Yeah, I bet our Tematoro impersonator really did come here at some point. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's search the place! Whoa, that's one big statue. Must be like 15 feet tall. And look! This Tematoro has a staff! But the Tematoro and the scroll didn't have one. I wonder why. I feel like this could be a significant, but why? Let's take a closer look. Let's go around this table here. Ah! Apollo, are you sure that's a good idea? Hey, it looks like there's some sort of compartment in the base of the statue. Don't open it! Who knows what might be in there? It's just a big empty compartment. And from all the dust and cobwebs, I'd say it hasn't been opened in a real long time. That's enough, Apollo. Let's shut it in. Wait, there is something in here. Looks like it's some sort of figure, but it's so dusty, I can't tell what it is supposed to be. Wonder what it's doing here. Looks like an old scroll, and there's something drawn on it. Unless I'm mistaken, it looks like an old guy. Some sort of monk, maybe. A monk? What are you talking about? You know, people that take walks in the mountains as a form of spiritual training. Wouldn't that just be a hiker? The guy in this picture doesn't look like he's doing this for fun, Athena. Oh, looks like there's some yellow things strapped to his back. Whoa. It's turning into Tamatoro! What is the scroll getting at? It's somehow... Is this how Tamatoro was born? Well, whatever it is, it's definitely creepy. Looks like a gravestone or something. It reads, "Here lies Tamatoro, age 80. Cause of death, choked on a chicken bone." Say it ain't so! Besides, that sounds more like an officer report than an epitaph, if you ask me. Wait. Are you joking around because you're scared? It's your coping mechanism. I'm not scared! Freak out central right here, baby! Ow, widget! Denial is strong in this one. Hey, there's a bunch of staffs here. Looks like one's missing. The Tamatoro's Jinxie saw must have taken it. I have to agree. These look like the ones Detective Fulbright showed us. Why do you think there are so many here? Maybe there are spares. Tamatoro might be, you know, absent-minded or something. But the fact is that he sure has spare staffs handy. Well, it shows that he's aware of his faults and is trying to deal with them. Or at least that's my take on it. Maybe this will remind her to deal with her own faults. But I won't hold my breath. Black feathers. They look exactly like the ones in the box chamber. That means the killer must have been here at some point. The question is, why, when, or how? Maybe Tamatoro's costume was hidden in here, I mean. If someone carried it out through the manor, it would have stuck out like a sore thumb. But when did the killer get in here? The mayor snatched the forbidden chamber key when the killer hit him on the head. That means the killer could have only gotten here before the murder. Wow. This is one tough riddle, alright. Oh, whoa, what's this? What's this? Whatever this is, the packaging is really grotty. The fact that there's no dust on it means it hasn't been here for very long. Oh! It's hand cream! Let's see what brand it is. Juice Lebel? Lebel? What the? But then, wouldn't that mean Mr. Lebel was here? I guess so. But why? Well, whoever was dressed up like Tamatoro must have taken the staff from here in the Forbidden Chamber. And that same person probably dropped this hand cream at that time. In other words, the Tamatoro impersonator we're looking for is none other than Florent Lebel. This might be a big break for us in court tomorrow. Now all we have to do is to get the truth out of Maritema. Straight to the detention center. Okay, I guess we have to go elsewhere. let's go back to Yokai Lane. Okay, what if we go back to the agency? Oh, we haven't talked to Tracy in a while. I was shocked to hear a demon appeared at your trial. You were shocked? I was the one questioning him. Wish you would have called me in. Really? You would have come to my rescue? With a demon like that, your tightrope style of defense. And my magic tricks, we would have had it all. We could have been the three. We could have been the three great illusions. The audience would have been in the palm of our hands. I'd settle for convincing the judge with some solid evidence. It's everyone's favorite Juicy's 2 cents. Go ahead, ask me anything. My client has turned into a demon. I don't know what he's thinking, and I have no idea what to do. I think this calls for placing yourselves in the other person's shoes. In other words, think what it's like to be a demon. That should be easy for you, Polly. Right. Okay, here goes. I'm a demon! Return to the black pit once you can respond. It ain't easy being a demon, that's for sure. Alright. Can't examine the office anymore. What if we showed him his hand cream? Wait, this is our trump card. Better not show it off this soon. You wanted something? Oh, no, never mind. Yeah. And everyone else. Okay, let me look at the court records, see what I need to do else. Find out what Jinxie's lying about. Oh, am I not done with the Forbidden Chamber yet? Okay, let's go back to the creepiest place. A stone lantern. Like those Japanese garden lanterns? Where's the switch? Lights like these are lit by fire, not electricity, so there's no switch. Oh, there it is. What? It's hidden out of sight. I see Tamatoro's cell has been outfitted for us all the enemies that a yokai could want. Oh, whoa, what's this? Oh, look! There's an air vent here too. Guess even forbidden chambers need proper ventilation. I don't think anyone could reach this one either. Yeah, and there's nothing to stand on around here. I wonder where this vent leads. Well, the Fox Chamber vent didn't branch this way, so maybe it doesn't have anything to do with this case after all. Guess that's about wraps it up. What now? Well, we should probably talk to some of the witnesses again. You mean like Mr. Flitch and Jinxie? Yeah, I really want to ask Mr. Flitch about the village's superstitions in Tamatoro. The curses of Tamatoro! You outsiders are ignoring them superstitions at our peril. Mind your business, will ya? Ouch! Ouch! What was that all about? A curse. Tamatoro's guys and all yellow stuff sticking to your noses where it don't belong. Also, give me fuck my bracelet back. Stop the investigation. Listen to what the superstitions say. Right. How about obeying the law before you go obeying superstitions? Heh? And what are you doing with that white widget around your neck? He's mine! You don't better go around stealing people's stuff like that. Same goes for my bracelets. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I promise I won't do it again. He almost kidnapped my sweet little widget. That big jerk. I'm sorry. Guess you can't teach an old raccoon dog new tricks. As long as we have him here, I guess we should ask him about what happened. I can't believe you did that! It's one thing to steal a pair of shoes, but to steal a widget? Grrr! Yikes! Mercy, mercy! I can't seem to control myself. It's not deceiving as blood running through my veins. Driving blood? What's that supposed to mean? Glad you asked. The infamous bandit ASCII Kisro was in my grandpappy. Takes a gander at this. What exactly am I looking at? Looks like another one of those yokais to me. Azuki Kazu robs of the rich and gives to the poor, he did. And he did like one of those figures at the scene of the cream. And what's more, I'm his grandson because he was my grandpa. Wow, you don't say. Taste honor, it's the honest truth. What are you, Kay Faraday? Ah, the soothing sounds of the acoustic being scrapping together day and night. It's the magical sounds of dirty money getting washed clean from getting out to the poor. I'm a Kasi Kozo, washer of money, a route giver of wealth, repose. Forget the money. You should be washing yourself of this nasty habit. Wait a second. This figure looks familiar. Yes, it looks like that old dusty figure we found in the Forbidden Chamber. Hey! What you doing with that there figure? Oh, this? We found it in the Forbidden Chamber. Looks like it's been there practically forever. Could it mean my grandpappy broke into the Forbidden Chamber with it? Hey, that reminds me. He wants to tell me there's treasures in that chamber. Treasure? What do you know about the treasure in the Forbidden Chamber? That's the only greatest rich chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Thought there was amazing treasure in there. There's something amazing in there? Didn't say anything like that, though. Your grandfather didn't by chance already steal it, did he? See how there was one of his figures in there? Just might be. That's Grandpa for ya. Bet he was washed that treasure up real good before handling it out to the poor. Oh, of course, because he was so righteous. In court, you mentioned seeing Tamatoro near the scene of the crime. Sorry I didn't come clean that way, but them superstitions got the better of me. The people in Ninetale Vale sure seem like a superstitious bunch. I'm not surprised you wouldn't want to talk about seeing Tamatoro. Darn right, them superstitious scared me out of my wits, I tell ya. That's why I'm going to do exactly what they say from now on. So you plan on staying here in Ninetale Vale? Yep. I'm gonna keep living right here and keeping in the old ways, just like Grandpa did. Them superstitions are like a rulebook to me. Wait, so you're saying you actually believe in those old wives' tales? Ain't you listen to what I say? You're gonna do exactly what them superstitions say. Well, I say that's baloney. It's clearly written here. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. Ah! So according to this, you shouldn't even be here, let alone talking with us. You say you plan on staying right here in Ninetales Vale, but if you really believed in the superstitions, you would have been long gone by now. Aww. I know you've been lying to me. Time to come clean, Mr. Flitch. Yipes! You were lying about believing in the superstitions, weren't you? Sorry, but I didn't have no choice. So what was the real reason you couldn't talk about seeing Tematoro? It's all that pretty boy's fault, Mr. LaBelle, if you know what I mean. He told me not to say a word about seeing Tematoro. He said if I did, he had to do me, then superstitions would happen. So it was Mr. LaBelle who muzzled you. Why would Mr. LaBelle want to scare you into silence? Mr. LaBelle was trying to protect that little maid gal. On the account of that rumor that one's being her possessed. That rumor again. I guess we really do have to talk to Mayor Tema about the possession rumor. Ouch! Hey, watch it! Village superstition stolen by Phineas Fitch. I'll be taking this back now. Kinda like family to me. You could have just asked instead of stealing it! Was that all we wanted to ask Mr. Flitch? Yeah, I think it was it. Let's go see what Mayor Tema Totoro one more time. Just thinking about dealing with that yokai makes me want to say pass! Oh yeah, I would absolutely pass. But you know what Damien Tema gets? Father of the Year, baby. Okay, I guess we do have to go to the Detention Center. April 18th. Detention Center. Visitor's room. Lord Tema! Your attorneys are here to see you, your malevolence! Oh! Why are you speaking like that? Oh, Mayor Tema! You returned! Yes, well, Jinxie came by earlier to apply a new charm to my head. It seems to be suppressing the demon within me. That's a relief. Maybe I'll actually get somewhere with this time. So, what can I do for you today? We'd like to ask about the rumor that Jinxie is possessed. Ah. She allegedly left the yokai evidence at the scene while under a demon's power. At least that's what the prosecution is going to claim at tomorrow's trial. Huh? Now imagine this warding charm for me! Ah! There's a charm! Tamaro's back! Those foolish mortals! They shall never regret blaming that child for my doing. Ugh, I blew it. The question brought that yokai back. He probably won't drop the act until Jinx's name is cleared either. We'd like to ask you about something about your aide, Florence LaBelle, mentioned. Did you know Jinxie's rumored to be possessed? I know not what you speak. You're not trying to protect Jinxie, are you? I, Tematoro, demon of all yokai, protecting a mere mortal? No affections do I possess to your race of humans. Please, we already proved that there was a third party disguised as a yokai at the scene. But if you deny that tomorrow, we'll never be able to clear Mayor Tema's name. But I have already told you, I know not what you speak. I don't think we'll get any more out of him. It's all over unless we can somehow prove that Jinxie didn't plant the yokai evidence. Hey, Apollo! I think I got this one. I think I can prove that she didn't do it. Really? Sure! I should be able to use psychology to explain this whole possession thing. Knock yourself out, then. I can really count on her when it counts. Mayor Tema, Jinxie isn't possessed. I believe her so-called possessions episodes are a form of subnumbatoric words I cannot pronounce, apparently. Somnambulism? You mean sleepwalking? Yes, I believe she's exhibiting a rare forms of this. It's usually brought up by repressed stress. Mr. Mayor, didn't her symptoms start as soon as she began her job in Ninetales Vale? When the child visited last. She did speak of dreading yokai and how they robbed her of her sleep each night. I knew it! That lack of sleep is causing her to enter an unconscious state. And that means she can't be trying to protect you, at least not on a conscious level. Then Tematoro was spotted at the manor wasn't Jinxie. Sleepwalking? Eh? That would indeed explain the matter. Look! Tematoro's spirit! It left the mayor's body! Can you tell us the truth now, Mr. Aratema? Very well. It is the least I could do for a poor exorcist such as you. Mayor Tema, you didn't leave those feathers and tracks at the scene, did you? I did not. Neither her Jinxie had anything to do with that. That was the killer's doing, no doubt. I knew it. You suspect the Fuller Bent is behind all of this? But why? Why did he really want to Ninetales Vale so badly? Can you think of any reason why? Looking back, he did seem fixated on Tematoro for a spell. Ah! Could it be? Perhaps he was attempting to release Tematoro? That's crazy. Are you saying that the yokai is real? Whatever the case, Tematoro brings nothing but pain and misfortune. It is thus the superstitions warn. You must not gaze upon him, nor free him from his prison. But how can people actually believe that? Well, at least we know who's behind this whole Tematoro thing now. Yeah, and I think we need to have another nice long chat with Mr. Lebel. Your dinner is ready, your benevolence. Ah, an offering to the Demon King. You may place it right here. The kitchen crew poured their heart and soul into making it. Did they not? Souls happen to be a favorite of mine. Just hold the hearts next time. Oh, so it's not just an act, so you can get nice dinners. Yes, your benevolence, I'll remember that. How long he's planning to keep this up, yokai charade? Well, you've already talked to Mr. Flitch and Mr. Tema, so why don't we go see Flort and LaBelle next? Now that we know the truth, you won't be able to claim that Tematoro was Jinxie of the mayor anymore. The real question is, how are we going to get him to admit it was him? Okay, now let's practice that again, Flinchy, from the top! Oh god, now his hair is purple! Mr. Rebel was in the foyer at the time of the crime. And when he heard a scream, oh heck, what was the next part again? Ah! You have a memory capacity of a flea! This is the 30th time, you know! Now, 100 more times and we're done! What on earth are they practicing? Aw, I ain't cut out for this. Oopsie daisy. Dow! Oh, beg your pardon, Mr. LaBelle, sir. It's just all this practice. Yipes! Unbelievable. What if you had sullied my outfit with those grubby paws of yours? Did Flitch LaBelle's wallet just now? So, what do you think they're up to this time, Apollo? Oh, it's you two. Eavesdropping, are we? You peasants are so tacky. Well, what do you want with me? Your confession is that being Tematoro's poser would be nice about right now. Mr. Fletch filled me on a conversation you two had. About how you told him not to say a word about seeing Tamatoro. Fletchy, you fool! I told you nothing good would come of you running your mouth. So why did you want to keep Mr. Fletch quiet like that, Mr. LaBelle? Why? To protect the darling little Jinxie, of course. But Jinxie was never really possessed. She was sleepwalking. Being asleep at the time, she couldn't have been consciously trying to protect the mare. That also means she couldn't have possibly been Tamatoro. Interesting. But where are you going with this? Since you asked so politely, I believe you have a different reason for trying to keep Mr. Fletch quiet. The reason would be to deflect doubt on your... deflect doubt away from the one who was really Tamatoro. Now this is getting interesting. Are you insinuating that I'm Tamatoro? So sorry to disappoint, but I'm nothing of the sort. Yeah, my trump card would say otherwise. That's right, Mr. LaBelle even told me Tamatoro was a jinx. I said Tamatoro was Jinxie, you fool! This is, yep, yep. Honestly, you have the memory capacity of a flea! Practice it 100 more times! Right? And while you guys do that, I will be yelling with this effective full brain. So, have you been called to testify tomorrow? Yes, and I'm so looking forward to my courtroom debut! But you just have to wait until then! I'll be waiting. With a special piece of evidence I've been saving just for you. Fletchy! Wake up, you lazy bones! What? Was I sleeping? Must have been that sweet cologne of yours, Mr. LaBelle. Made me right sleepy, it did. Well, it's time for your lesson on what to do and say tomorrow. I'm not picking none of the lesson. I ain't cut out for this thinking and remembering stuff. Yuck! Right up the Sousa! Keep quiet and just do exactly as I say. No, please, anything but another lesson. There they go. Missed our chance to get the truth out of him. Yeah, but we'll get the proof we need in court tomorrow one way or another. All that's left now is that lie Jinxie told. We gotta clear that up before tomorrow. You think they're done questioning Jinxie? Maybe. Let's see if she's over in Yokai Lane for shopping for more charms. April 18th. Ninetales Vale, Yokai Lane. A cursed nine-tailed fox. Time for the selling squirt. My gorgeous have festered over time. At last, vengeance will be mine. Grr, grr. She must be possessed or sleepwalking again. Maybe if I speak softly, I won't startle her and get a charm plastered on my forehead. Psst, Jinxie. Huh? Oh, hello, Mr. Demon Lawyer. Ah, my charms must have fallen off again. Phew! Guess I can avoid a charm slap by toning down my cords of steel. Yes, as one would do. Are they done questioning you, Jinxie? Uh-huh. And on the way back, I stopped here and bought a new charm that just released. Oh yeah? Which one? The one that the Nine-Tailed Fox and with Tamatoro. It shows them dancing together. Really? The two bitter rivals dancing together. Uh-huh. It's a charm for rebuilding burnt bridges. Oh, right. For the Marsupial murderer issue. No, it's for the demon lawyer and the insomniac prosecutor. It'll stop you two from fighting like you did in courtroom this morning. It was a very one-sided fight! As in I was using my words and he was using his skills as a samurai. We weren't fighting. It was just a spirited debate. That's what. Ah! No fighting. Her arm slapped again. Apollo, if you just done playing around, let's find out what she was lying about. Jinxie, it seems like you're starting to remember things. You already said that the feather and sharks weren't there when you discovered the crime. Have you remembered anything else that had seemed important? Like what? Tell us what you saw on that day. Maybe you'll remember something else this time. When I opened the door, Papa and the Elderman Pupae were collapsed in the fox chamber. That's when Papa told me to call an ambulance and the police. That's all he said before he passed out in the chair. I knew it. She's holding something back. Jinxie. Oh, I forgot to... There we go. Can't use this in court, so we gotta use it here. I don't know why, but it feels like it would be with the charm.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because she's switching her finger there. You were very nervous when you said that's all he said, weren't you? I know because I saw your fingers move as if you were going to slap someone with a charm. Huh? Listen to me, Jinxie. This is very important. Did Mayor Tema say anything else to you? It was nothing. He was just talking in his sleep. Talking in his sleep. So you admit that he did say something else. How could you tell? Only a demon could have such powers. Is it not you who call me a demon lawyer, Jinxie? Like I said, he was just talking in his sleep. I mean, why else would Papa say something like that? Could you be a little more specific? Before he fainted, he said, "Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed Elderman Cupii." He said what? The mayor actually confessed to the crime? But he didn't mean it. He couldn't possibly have known what he was saying. He's probably possessed, or maybe he was in the middle of a nightmare. A nightmare. No, this is a nightmare! This is one of the statements I wish I never heard. But we seeked it out. It was all our fault. What in the world are we going to do now? Return to the basics. That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That lawyer is the greatest and most trusted weapon. Right. Just believe in my client, even if all I can see ahead is darkness and despair. Jinxie, does Prosecutor Blackwell know about your father's confession? I didn't mention it when he was questioning me. There is no way Papa's the killer. Why would the mayor confess like that? Could he really have been dreaming or simply delirious? Who knows? I feel like I'm living a nightmare right now. Apollo, what are we gonna do about tomorrow's trial? We're gonna fucking wing it. I've been getting through work every day this week. I'm so tired. The crime scene was locked tight until Jinxie arrived, and our client even confessed. Not only that, Jinxie has been accused of planting yokai evidence. Both the Mary and Jinxie are going to be in prison if we don't do something. I know. But let's see here. We still have our trump card! Our lack of the third party in the room is a major problem. Jinxie testified that when she first opened the door. Alderman Cuba and Maritama were the only people she saw in the Fox Chamber. But the real killer must have been hiding it in there as well. Considering the room was locked tight, that was the only logical explanation. Our mystery person must have fled in the Fox Chamber when it was open. That's when Jinxie saw what she thought was Tamatoro. But Papa and the Elderman were the only people there. I didn't see anyone else. What's going on here? Libelle is extremely pale. He is far from transparent. But how did he hide himself at the scene of the crime? Whatever it takes in the court tomorrow, Polo. We have to take down that dirt and rotten Tamatoro Florent into a bell. Right. Well, we'll get him a legal exorcism, justice style. Like I said, not too long ago, I am so tired. We're not doing court. We're not doing the court tonight. Oh wait, there's something we must do though. It's tradition. So, save, back, return to game menus. Gotta change the music. It's tradition. Let's do Cenos. Let's do this. And I think that's we're gonna wrap up for the night. Because like I said, I'm tired. It's been a long week. It's been a long week, and I still have one more day. Chat, you don't understand how long it's been. I've been running around like my head's been chopped off. Also, I'm closing the game. I love the music, but it's just I can't deal with it too much. Why was this quarter? Why Discord? I don't know. Let's see who we got live. Unfortunately, no one. So I'm gonna just guess to wrap it up here. So anyways, I won't be live tomorrow, but you can catch me on either Madcap's or Alexa's channel for some Goku Dynasty. But then I will be back live tomorrow, a Saturday evening, with the whole gang. So Madcap, Alexa, and Random for some more Stardew. And it's gonna be a Just Cooking Special Part 2. And then I will be cooking. Cause that's my big goal for the Stardew now. It's just completely all the cooking. So until Saturday, good night. And of course, as per usual, we'll be back next Tuesday for the trial tomorrow, where we get that fucking Florence Libelle guiltied, or at least to admit to his crime. Anyways, bye.